Today on WSRH Extra, we show some people in our community who are making an impact on their customers through the work they do.
Also, we show how service dogs are spreading their love to others.
Plus, how one local botanical garden is showing love through their new exhibit available to visitors. WSRH Extra starts now. Welcome to this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Madison Newman.
And I'm Gabrielle Bradford. On today's special edition of WSRH Extra, we are focusing on the amount of love shining through our community.
This brings us to our first story, where we highlight one local animal rescue that is making a big impact on our community, one dog at a time. WSRH Extra reporter Wyatt Anderson takes us to Big Dog Ranch.
It's no surprise that Big Dog Ranch, located in Loxahatchee, Florida, is making a big impact on the community with over 45,000 dogs being rescued. With a Valentine's Day adoption event coming up, they may be able to reach their goals of giving even more dogs a forever home.
This last year, 2021, we did approximately 4,000 adoptions, and our goal for this year, 2022, is to have 5,000 adoptions in a year.
Dogs that are brought into the ranch often go through training with the volunteers. Evan Freed, who became a volunteer at Big Dog Ranch about 4 years ago, plays a very crucial role as he is responsible for training service dogs that will eventually be paired with veterans.
A lot of these people, especially in our veterans aspects, they don't go outside. They haven't been outside in years. They're not used to going out in public. And once they get this service dog, they're able to go out in public again. They're able to go to concerts. They're able to go do normal things that we take for granted. So it's really is a connection and a bond between these service dogs and these veterans.
Workers feel that the strong efforts at Big Dog Ranch Rescue are all fueled by one thing: the love that the volunteers and dogs have for each other.
Love is what drives the ranch. Without love, the dogs would be isolated. These dogs are able to love, run around in play groups, be dogs, run with all these volunteers every day.
The one common theme with all of the staff here is you're here because of your love for dogs, and it just shows in everything that we do.
With the Big Dog Ranch going above and beyond for pets, the love and passion for dogs like Evie continues to spread. For WSRH Extra, I'm Wyatt Anderson.
While Big Dog Ranch is a great place for animal lovers to adopt, those with physical or mental disabilities may find a rescue that specializes in service dogs more suitable for them. WSRH Extra reporter Adrian Murray shows us how New Horizons is changing lives for people in need through special furry friends.
The sound of dogs barking is not uncommon here at New Horizons. Today, these service dogs are enjoying their well-deserved weekend off, but on Monday, they'll be right back to work.
So New Horizons is an organization that we breed, born, and raise the service dogs.
Many who work with these service dogs immediately form connections with them and understand their importance to people in need.
It's amazing. Working with these dogs is, it's more than just dogs. You know, a lot of times people say, oh, you know, my dog provides me with more care than I could ever imagine, and that's always true. I mean, it's so powerful, but with service dogs, there's another level, you know.
What's amazing about these dogs are that they can perform a number of tasks, including retrieving objects and helping out with daily chores.
It's like a prosthetic limb. It's working with a tool that people can go out into the world with, and that makes the whole world accessible to them.
The loving relationship between service dogs and their owners allow the dogs to learn more than what they can be taught.
They just instinctively learn to do it. That comes from a bond, that comes from love, learning how to anticipate what their owner needs without having to be told.
Oh my gosh, I could never give her the amount of love back to her that she gives to me.
Love doesn't just come from humans, but also from our furry friends. These service dogs were made to help people in need, but over time, the professional relationship becomes more personal. For WSRH Extra, I'm Adrian Murray.
An athlete will likely have many coaches during their athletic career. However, it is rare to find one whose guidance will stay with you throughout your whole life. WSRH Extra reporter Presley Rodriguez takes us to meet Coach Terry.
As students grow older, they often remember who had a great impact on their life, whether it was a parent, a teacher, or even a loving, thoughtful soccer coach from Suncoast High School. Coach Terry, who has found ways to inspire everyone that he meets.
We kept in touch. He pretty much hasn't left my family. I can't get rid of him. And I came back and coached at Suncoast for a year after I graduated college, and I coached under Terry with the JV team.
Coach Terry has been coaching soccer for over 19 years. His passion for the sport grew as his family expanded.
You know, I didn't know anything about soccer, but I started coaching soccer because I wanted to help my kids out, seeing that, like, I guess I was impatient watching other novice coaches coaching when I thought I could do a better job.
Coach Terry's unique coaching style has made a difference in his players both on and off the field.
He's definitely inspired me to work really hard and give 100% effort in everything that I do. Even not just soccer.
Definitely had an impact there. He is part of my development as a soccer coach.
Through the 30 years of coaching soccer, Coach Terry remembers every player that he coaches and remembers the mistakes he's made along the way.
I don't have any regrets because I love my players, but there's times where, you get carried away, especially when you're a real young coach. You get carried away in the game of winning. Your winning is you're so eager to win that you'll sometimes not play players as much as they should.
Despite all Coach Terry has experienced in his life, he still puts his players first in everything that he does. For WSRH Extra, I'm Presley Rodriguez.
Mount's Botanical Garden has brought happiness to visitors through their unique exhibits. WSRH Extra reporter Brooke Goolsby shows us how their new Lego exhibit is continuing to build visitors' love through their garden on a daily basis.
Lego is 2 words in Swedish. It means let's play. Okay?
Located near Palm Beach International Airport, Nature Pop is a new exhibit introduced to Mount's Botanical Garden in early January. Since then, it has been entertaining people of all ages.
Because you see one block and you're like, how could one block ever surmount to something like that? I just think that's pretty cool.
The time and effort that goes into these Lego statues is astounding, and the eco-friendly approach makes them even more special.
They just started making the new Legos out of recycled plastic, PET plastic.
Mounts is actively educating the community, not just with their tours, but with these very exhibits, which offer a new way to get children more interested in nature preservation and wildlife.
It's a fun way, to interest the younger kids in animals and natural stuff.
Not only children, but all visitors are enjoying what the garden has to offer.
It's almost like seeing artwork while you're here looking at at nature.
I think it's a chance for them to see how pretty it can be.
LEGO brings out the children in us all, and Mount's Botanical Garden understands the community's love for them. For WSRH Extra, I'm Brooke Goolsby.
Coming up on WSRH Extra, we go to one hidden treasure found in our community.
Plus, we highlight one Summit Ridge student that is continuing to pursue her passion for her hobby.
This is a green screen, but you already knew that, didn't you? But what if I told you what you thought you knew was all misdirection? What if this is all fake? I'm just kidding. Of course it's real. Because anything becomes real. It's like magic. Turn something boring into something interesting. Come on. Create stunning visuals for low cost using pristine products.
Despite the constantly changing pandemic, one local comic book store is finding ways to continue spreading love through this unique hobby. WSRH Extra reporter Chase Gruby takes us to Past, Present, Future located in Wellington, Florida.
In the back corner of a small plaza off Military Trail in West Palm sits a hidden gem. Being one of the only comic book stores in West Palm, this unique place attracts readers of all ages and continues to be loved by many.
It's just everything. People just like the store. It's been here for 30 years. I guess it's not doing bad.
Although the store hasn't been as popular as it once was, regulars are still making their way through the doors.
People have been very supportive. During COVID, we were closed down the first couple months like everybody else, and then when we reopened, people are still coming in. They need games, they wanted cards, they wanted comics to read, they need something to do if you're stuck at home. They love us and we love them back because without the customers, we don't have anything, and they're important.
Even new customers are intrigued by what the store has to offer.
I'm actually surprised because
You've never seen those kind of stuff like at a bookstore.
Past, Present, Future has something for everyone to enjoy, from their wide selection of comics to the various toys and figurines. The workers' love and passion for comics has spread over the community for years and will continue to bring light into many lives. For WSRH Extra, I'm Chase Group.
From chants to stunts, cheerleading is a sport that involves a lot of passion. However, one cheerleader is literally going the extra mile to do what she loves. WSRH Extra reporter Ariana Hill takes us to meet Lillian Garrett.
Doing a sport and having a passion for a sport are two different things. One cheerleader at Jaguar Athletics, Lillian Garrett, makes her passion for cheer known to those around her.
I do think Lily is a hard worker, and what makes me think this is she travels over an hour and a half to our program at least 3 times a week, if not 4, and she's always at the extra practices. Anything that's going to help her, she's willing to come to.
Lillian is an athlete who pushes herself to improve her skills by constantly setting new goals for herself.
What makes me work harder to be a better cheerleader would be going to all the extra classes, all the tumbling classes, all the flexibility classes, and like trying to work at home.
Even outside of the gym, Lillian is passionate about being a devoted sister, daughter, and friend.
She is just a very good, well-mannered kid. She's very polite and very sweet, and just her being her and having the passion she does and loving everybody around her and her personality, I think it brings out a lot, and I think she's just perfect.
Cheerleading provides Lillian with a fun environment that challenges her skills and keeps her passion for the sport alive.
I love to cheer because I love getting more skills and becoming a better athlete and making new friends.
As Lillian's love for cheer continues to grow, she is excited to see what the future holds for her in her cheerleading career. For WSRH Extra, I'm Ariana Hill.
Seminole Ridge is filled with talented students and staff. However, one student in particular finds ways to take the breath away from those who experience her talent. WSRH Extra reporter Kaylee Shafalo takes us to meet Heather Duran.
On the surface, Heather Duran seems like the regular student here at Seminole Ridge. However, as soon as she starts to sing, it's obvious there is something special about her.
Love me tender, leaves me crying in the eyes.
Heather, who has been singing her whole life, has a love and passion for singing. Although she was born with a talent, being a part of the chorus program here at Seminole Ridge allows her to build her skills.
Started singing because I just kind of grew up around a lot of music. My mom sings and my sister sings, and we just always went out to karaoke, and it was just what we did.
Chorus teacher Miss Mo has been very supportive about how far Heather has come.
Like, I know some people think that, chorus is all classical music singing, but in Heather's case, it's not. She does pop, rock, jazz, whatever you throw at her, she goes ahead and she sings it, and she sings it so well.
Heather continues to share her talents. New opportunities begin to present themselves.
And I went to the audition and I sang A Million Reasons by Lady Gaga. And the judges loved it. They gave me perfect scores, and I moved on to the next round.
This past week, Seminole Ridge Chorus had an amazing opportunity to perform all together at the South Florida Fair.
I couldn't have asked for a better performance from the students. This is our first time performing here in the 4 years that I've taught at Seminole Ridge, so the soloists were great. The students were wonderful, and it was just a fun time. That's all I could ask for.
I think I did really well. I practiced really hard for it, so I would hope that I did as well as I think I did.
She has come a long way in her singing journey, and we can't wait to see how far this hawk soars. That's it for WSRH Extra. I'm Kaylee Shafalo.
Well, that's it for this episode of WSRH Extra. I'm Gabrielle Bradford.
And I'm Madison Newman. Don't forget to follow us and send submissions to us at Seminole Ridge TV on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.